Hey guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Debbie, and if you are not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Click that button down below and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. I would also like to take a second and just welcome all of you, my new subscribers. Thank you so much for subscribing. It just means a lot. I really love the fact that you guys are enjoying my videos, and that makes me excited to create a lot of more looks and upload more videos for you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this look right here. I tried going for like a nice girly glam pink eye look because you guys know when it comes to glam, it's usually like, you know, nice browns and golds, but I figured I would play with a little bit of color, you know, since it's spring and everything. So I figured I would add, you know, the pink and the gold together and make it girly and fun. So if you guys want to see how I came up with this look right here, then just keep on watching. Alright guys, so as you can see, my brows are already filled in. Today I went in with the Milani Stay Put brow color in the shade dark brown, and I have to get another one of these because look at this. This is already like cracked and dried out, but it's still, you know, I still managed to make it work. And I just really love this stuff, you guys. If you guys haven't tried this, it's been out for a while, but if you haven't tried this, definitely try it out. You will not be disappointed. It's actually really good for an affordable eyebrow pomade kind of thing. Alright, so now we're going to move to eyes. I am going to apply a little bit of this L'Oreal concealer on the eyelid to prep the eyes for shadow. And I'm just going to grab a brush like this. This one is from BH Cosmetics, and I'm just going to blend that out. Now I'm going to go in with my Rimmel Stay Matte Pressed Powder and a brush like this from e.l.f. And all I'm going to do is grab a little bit of that pressed powder and just set the concealer. Alright, so now moving into eyeshadow, as you can see, I applied a couple pieces of tape just so we can jump right into the shadow. So I am going to go in with the Morphe and James Charles palette. I want to do something pretty girly and glam. So I know for a lot of like glam looks, we try to keep it like very neutral and things like that. But today I want to feel girly and pretty. So I'm going to go in with a little bit of pink today. We're going to switch it up. And I'm going to go in with this shade right here. And this is called Pinkity Drinkity. We're gonna switch it up a little bit, you know, be a little fun. So I'm just going to grab this shade and just use it as my transition shade. So I am just applying that right here in the transition area in windshield wiper motion. Just like that. It's like the perfect shade of pink to use as a transition shade. Alright, now I'm going to go in with this brush right here. This is the Morphe M507 brush, and I'm going to go in with the shade Skip, which is this really beautiful hot pink here. And I'm just going to tap off any of the shadow. And I'm just going to focus this right here on the V, on the outer V right here, and then also apply, it's like stick the brush in the socket, just like that, and kind of like go with my natural eye crease, just like that. And I'm also going to bring the shadow down like this. So basically swipe it downwards, just like that. I'm gonna grab a little more and do this. And now I'm just going to drag that shade. Also, the other thing is I'm not going to go in with a lot of shadows, so I'm going to keep it very minimal at the same time. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a little bit more of this concealer right here, and I'm just going to cut the crease a little bit. I'm going to grab this brush right here. This one is from BH Cosmetics, and all I'm going to do is grab some of that concealer. I applied that on the back of my hand, and I'm just going to grab the littlest bit and then apply that right on the lid. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my MAC 242 brush, and now we're going to glam up this look. So I'm going to grab this shade right here. This one is a nice golden shade, and I'm going to apply this right on top of that concealer, and it's going to glam up the look. Now I'm just going to go back with that Morphe M507 brush, and I didn't dip the brush or anything, but I am going to soften up the edges so it doesn't look harsh. Now I'm going to grab my JH32 brush, and I'm going to go back in with a little bit of Pinkity Drinkity, which is the transition shade we used, and I'm just going to blend this transition area right here. I'm also going to grab a little bit of Ring Light, which is this shade next to So Good, and I'm just going to apply a little bit on the inner corner right here over So Good. Alright, so for today's look, I am going to add a little bit of this Inglot gel liner, and I am going to go in with this Tarte brush. So I really love this double-sided Tarte brush. It's so good for gel liner. And all I'm going to do is grab some of the eyeliner, and I'm just going to apply that. Alright, so now that I'm done applying the eyeliner, I'm going to apply some lashes off camera, and then I'll be back and we will continue on with the look. Alright guys, so I'm back. As you can see, I removed the tape, I applied some lashes, and these are some Ardell lashes. I don't know what style they are. I think they are the 276, but I'm not 100% sure. But I do know that they are Ardell, and they are just super pretty. And now we're gonna move on to the face. So today I'm gonna go in with the Maybelline Master Prime. This is the Hydrating and Smoothing Primer. And my face is super dry today. It's so annoying. So I'm going to go in with this primer first to help with the dryness. And now I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. And this is going to go in my pores area, which is right here. So I'm just grabbing like my ring finger, and I'm just applying it in the area that I need it. And just because my skin is feeling a little bit drier than usual, I'm going to go in with the Mara Badescu Rosewater Spray, and I'm just going to spritz my face just a little bit to give it a little bit of extra hydration. Alright, so for foundation today, I'm going to go in with the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop foundation. I have this in the shade Classic Tan. Obviously, this is not going to match me, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab like a pump or two. So I just did 2 pumps on the back of my hand, Now I'm gonna grab this LA Color Pro Color Foundation Mixing Pigment. This is going to help lighten the foundation a little bit. So I did 1 pump, and I'm also going to add a little bit of the Maybelline Master Strobing Liquid Illuminating Highlighter in the shade 300 Deep Gold. So I'm going to add that as well on the back of my hand. So you have the 3 right there, as you can see. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mix it together with my finger and basically just mix everything together, just like that, until it's nicely mixed together. And now I'm just going to apply this on my face. We're gonna work with it, whatever shade I have, I'm just gonna go with it. So I'm gonna grab the Real Technique sponge and just blend out the foundation. All right, so the color is pretty good. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with some concealer. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Concealer. This is in the shade Cashew. And I'm just going to apply that in the same areas as always. To blend that all out, I'm gonna go back in with my Real Technique sponge. Now I'm gonna grab a different shade in that L'Oreal Infallible Concealer, and this is in the shade Cocoa. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this to cream contour. For the nose, I'm gonna grab this brush that I used for the concealer on the eyelid to blend it out. And I'm just going to use this brush for the nose. And on the lips. Now to blend out the rest of the concealer, I'm going to use this brush from BH Cosmetics and just pretty much stipple first and then blend. And we're done. What do you guys think? I'm so kidding. I would not leave this like this. Please never leave your contour like this. Oh my God. It looks so crazy. But I'm going to grab my Real Technique sponge and just blend this out. And all I'm going to do is pretty much just pounce the sponge on top of it. And as you can see, it's just looking super flawless. You see that? It's getting rid of the harsh lines, softening up those edges and everything, and making it look way more airbrush and put together and not so harsh, which is so important because you do not want to walk out of the house looking the way I just did. I mean, unless you like that look. All right, so now that I'm completely done blending everything out, I am going to go in with this powder right here. This is the, I forgot what this is called. Oh, this is the Air Spun powder. I put it in a little container just so it's a lot easier and less messier to access. So I'm just going to apply some underneath the eye. Not too much because I don't want it to be dry looking or to feel dry. So I'm just taking the damp Real Technique sponge and just applying the littlest bit. A nice light layer. And I'm just going to apply some on the chin, whatever's left over. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean this out just like this. and pretty much just leave that be for a little bit. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to grab a little bit of a bronzer. I'm gonna go in with my Physicians Formula bronzer. And with that bronzer, I'm gonna use this BH Cosmetics brush. And all I'm gonna do is just go over the area that I applied the that concealer. And also go around the outer perimeter of the face. So now it looks more contoured and a lot cleaner, you see? But if you feel like that's still looking a little harsh, just go right back over it. That powder is gonna act as like an eraser for whatever mistakes that you did. And that is pretty much it. I'm just gonna let that sit for a little bit, and we are going to move right back into the eyes, you guys. So going right back into that James Charles palette, I am going to grab this brush right here. This one is, actually, you know what? I'm gonna grab this brush. So grabbing, let me tell you what brush that is. I'm grabbing the Morphe M506 brush this time, and I'm gonna go in with Pinkity Drinkity, which is again this light pink shade right here. And I'm just going to apply this on the lower lash line. All right, now I'm gonna grab this brush right here. This is the JH43 brush, and I'm just going to grab that shade Skip, just like that. And I'm going to run this on the lower lash line. Now I'm going to go back in with that Morphe M507 brush, and I'm going to grab a little bit more of this one, which is Skip again. And I'm just going to blend the lower lash line. Now I'm going to go in with this JH39 brush, and I'm going to go back in with Ring Light, which is this shade here, and So Good. Mix them together. And I'm just going to apply that right here on the inner corner. I'm also going to take this brush right here from BH Cosmetics, and I'm going to go in with Ring Light and So Good again. And just a little bit of Sister, which is this shade right underneath. And I'm just going to apply that right here on the brow bone, just like that, with whatever's left on the brush, and just blend. Alright, so for highlighter, I'm going to go in with this one from Wet n Wild. This one is called Hustle and Glow. And I love, love, love the highlighters from Wet n Wild. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a little bit of the Mario Badescu spray my brush. And this is a Morphe M510 brush. And I'm going to grab whatever's on the cap and just apply right here on the high points. And actually, you know what? This is the wrong shade. That sucks. All right, so the shade that I did want to use is this one. This one's called I'm So Lit. So I'm just going to clean off whatever's on the brush and just grab some of this one. And all I'm gonna do is grab some of it. Just be very gentle because I already have some on. So that's what it looks like. Just like that. Do you see how like beautiful these highlighters are from Wet n Wild? Let me see it. Whoa, that's a hell of a lot of highlighter. Okay. Going to add a little bit on the tip of the nose, Cupid's bow, forehead, chin, just because we want to glow today. Wow, this is beautiful. It really is like the beautiful, beautiful highlighter. All right, now I'm just gonna wipe the powder off. All right, so now I'm gonna go in with lip liner. This is from LA Girl, and this is in the shade Boundless Berry. And on top of that, I'm gonna go in with this lipstick from Maybelline. This one is called Pink for Me. I'm gonna add a little bit of this Creme Brulee NYX Butter Gloss. I'm also gonna go in with a little bit of blush. This is from BH Cosmetics. This is their Glamorous Blush Palette. And I'm going to grab this shade here and this shade, actually this shade here. Well, these three shades here. Just gonna mix them together and just apply that right on the apples, and also apply it on the bronzer. So smile so it's on my cheek, and then bring it back just like that. Maybe a little bit on the nose. Look how good that looks. Can you add a little bit on the chin, forehead? I like to do that sometimes. I love playing with blush. It is just something that helps, you know, it makes you look a little bit more youthful, and I really love that. All right, so I feel like that's pretty much it with the makeup. I'm going to go in with the Mario Badescu Rose Water Spray, and I'm just going to melt everything together. All right, guys, so this is the final look right here. I hope you guys enjoyed this girly pink glam. I really love how this came out. It is super, super gorgeous, and I hope you guys love it. So if you guys enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't yet, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.